So I see a lot of people saying that Dana White's man, Callum Walsh, is very boring. Look, to be honest, he should never have been co-main event. They should never have done that. I feel like it was a very bad marketing idea to actually stick him as co-main event. It's easy to say now it's done. After that, I mean, look, I feel like he was convincing there, Callum Walsh. I feel like he was convincing, and he is, without a shadow of a doubt, a very good prospect. But is he a ticket seller? Is his personality really ticket selling? No, it's probably not. Is his style ticket selling? I feel like there's definitely something to it. But I think the fact he was co-main event was very poor. And I feel like he was failed badly, not by himself at all. He did what he had to do, but by Dana White. He should have been put further down the card. Lester Martinez, Christian, and Belay should have been co-main event. Without a shadow of a doubt, it should have been. You can't tell me otherwise. It was a poor fight. It was a poor fight, to be honest. Fernando Vargas Jr., you just hadn't really got the experience. Callum Walsh is a prospect. It was wrong to put him there. It was very wrong to put him there as co-main. And pressure arguably got to him tonight. We just didn't get the right performance out of him that I think Dana White wanted to see. I think Dana White himself was bored. Turk Al-Sheikh was, of course, on his phone, not impressed. He's never impressed, though, is he, Turk Al-Sheikh? But yeah, I don't think fans in the venue were too happy. Here in the UK, it wasn't a great fight to watch at 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 to 5 in the morning. It wasn't a great fight to switch on and watch whatsoever. It wasn't a good fight to watch, especially being up for literally the whole card. It wasn't a good fight to watch. Yeah, no wonder the Netflix program wasn't lagging during this fight, because we probably had loads and loads and loads of people switching it off and just being completely offered to buy this fight. It just wasn't great for the average viewer, really, was it? That's where I'm coming from here. It just wasn't great. For people who didn't watch Lester Martinez, Christian, and Belay, and only wants to tune in for the co-main and main event, I think have been let down by how it's all been set up. I think have really, really, really been let down. Yeah, I think Walsh just struggled against that this frame and the style of Fernando Vargas Jr. I think that's just I just don't think it was the right dance partner for him either. I feel like everything was wrong at the matchmaking, where they placed him on the card. I just feel like it was very poor from Dana White. And Callum Walsh is going to get it in the arse, of course, as well. But also, it's just that, what's he done to deserve that co-main event spot? What's he done to sell himself to deserve that? Because we haven't seen enough from him whatsoever selling himself at all. He hasn't really sold as much. Like, who was hyped for this fight? Who was hyped going into Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr. in a 10-round fight? A co-main event in a 10-round fight. Again, they're not doing the poor guy any justice whatsoever. They're not doing him any justice. And I feel like Dana White failed him really, really, really badly. And that's only going to have made his stock go down. That performance where they placed him on the card, it was such a poor co-main event. Such a poor co-main event. One of the, possibly Riyadh season-wise, the most poor co-main event we've seen, in my opinion. It probably was. It was. It was. It not even a probably to it. It was. It wasn't good. It wasn't great at all. It's a shame. It is a shame, because Callum Walsh, you can tell in his style, I feel like he's got great potential. I think he works angles very well. He's flashy. He's quick. good southpaw as well. He is very good. He is a very good prospect. And I'm not slacking off Callum Walsh here. I'm slacking off how he's being promoted by Dana White. And I feel like something needs to change with it. And I get he's got that unique thing behind him because he is being promoted by the UFC. So that kind of makes him stand out that bit more. And obviously Dana White being so involved in his promotion, that's why Callum Walsh was where he was. But he sat next to Turk Al-Sheikh, who wants the most entertaining fights possible on Riyadh season. Turk Al-Sheikh isn't going to look at Callum Walsh after that and think, right, let's invite him over to Riyadh now and have him have a fight over there. Turkey's not going to be thinking that. The people around Turk Al-Sheikh aren't going to be thinking that. No one around him is going to be thinking that at all. And I don't think many fans, especially the casual viewer, isn't going to want to see another Callum Walsh fight on Riyadh season. And if we continue to see this Turk Al-Sheikh Dana White partnership, which I do think is unlikely though, after things that have happened, which I will get to in another video, it's unlikely, but Dana White's still going to try and push him, and I don't think Turk Al-Sheikh's going to really like that one bit after what we saw just then. So I do feel bad for Callum Walsh because I feel like if he was earlier on in the card, there would have been definitely some more mercy for him. Like if he was to kick off the main card, for example, people would look at that quite differently. But because that was co-main event in the way Dana White's been talking about him, it was a letdown. It was a letdown.